I need to replace Sue. I know who to call. Please welcome Gillian Anderson.
And Dave Grohl.
Hooray! Oh, guys. Amazing.
So you say that I was daft and childish?
Yes.
Are those his words?
Well,
I love it.
I think it's how you described yourself at some point, was
Probably.
it?
I am daft
but
and childish.
it's lovely to have you both on the sofa tonight. Our lovely yellow sofa. It's normally green, by the way. Dave.
Gillian. Fear.
It's the type of drama you can't watch on your own.
Absolutely.
You have to have a partner in the house to see it with, because it's quite terrifying.
And you
isn't
went
it?
back into that house. Why? You went back in. Why? So good.
It's a crime scene.
I know.
I'm a detective superintendent.
But so the second series starts.
It's a TV show.
I know. But we believe.
But it affects us.
We believe.
The second series starts tomorrow on Thursday on BBC Two at 9 o'clock. But the first series, for you, Dave, is all on iPlayer, so you can catch up on it. So just give Dave a little rundown of what happened in Series 1 so that we're up to speed.
A little rundown. I play a detective superintendent who is brought in from the Metropolitan Police in London to go up to Northern Ireland on a murder case that involves potentially a politician's son. And through the course of being there and investigating the case, she comes to realise that it's a serial killer. And so she stays up there to look into it further, but the device of the show is that from the very beginning you see the serial killer at work, so the audience knows who the serial killer is and what he's up to while she's on the hunt.
Yeah, don't give too much away, Gillian. Don't give too much away.
Are you going to meet him this series? Oh, my days. I can't take it. You are. Are you?
Maybe. I mean, you really don't want to know, but...
But it has proved to be hugely popular, and you're quite surprised, aren't you, by how big the drama has become?
Well, I think that it's certainly the quality of the script has huge potential from the beginning, and we all hoped that it was going to be shot in the way that it needed to be shot and was going to have the impact that it had. And but you don't know. When you set out to do things, everybody hopes that the projects that they work on are going to be good, and until it comes out, you don't really know if it is or not. So it's always a surprise, but a welcome surprise.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Alan, writer, creator, and now director, is getting the attention that he deserves, because it's extraordinary writing.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Oh, there's a sort of hush. There's a frightened, slightly scared hush.
The second series is much more twisted.
Darker.
Is it?
And darker, yeah.
It can't get any darker,
no,
can it?
it is. It is. On a psychological level, you know, it's ultimately a psychological thriller more than it is actually a serial killer thriller.
But on a lighter note, we were discussing... on a lighter note, we were discussing, weren't we, how immaculate you look.
You have raised the bar, Gillian,
for inspectors across the board.
You look in creds, seriously. You do.
But was that something you thought about before you went to create the character? Do you think, right, this woman is quite classy, she's stylish? Was it something that you did on purpose?
There was something on the page that is not specific that came across to both myself and to the costumer, Maggie Donnelly. Because it doesn't get specific about what it is that she wears, but she just, as we were discussing it, we both came to the same conclusion, that she would wear very feminine shirts and skirts rather than, you know, matching suits and trousers and trying to be a man in a man's world. And she's incredibly feminine and in touch with her sexuality, and but she's not dressing for anybody other than herself.
You've
and that's
put the
quite
silk
unique.
shirt back on the map. The silk shirt is back on the Fashionistas map.
Yeah.
That's all.
And Jamie Dornan plays the serial killer, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Dave, you need to see this. You'll like it. You will like it.
Yeah.
You can see Gillian as DSI Stella Gibson in The Fall tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on BBC Two.
Now, time to go back